My 24 male boyfriend wants to move in with his mom. I 23 female feel like this will break up our relationship. Firstly, I do apologize for any formatting errors. I'm new to this and just need help. So my boyfriend 24 male, Alex, and I have been together for about 7.5 years, living together for about 6 years, but have known each other for 10 years. He is so sweet and I know a part of me will always love him. He truly saved my life. However, in January he discussed about moving with his mom. By himself he knows I wouldn't, and I expressed my dissatisfaction with that idea since she has a lot to deal with. We kinda just left it at that and haven't talked about it since. Yesterday, I came home after spending the night at my dad's house since a couple family members and I were drinking and didn't want to drive home. So when I got home I asked him to come lay in bed with me. He kept telling me he loved me, more than usual. And I asked why does he keep saying he loves me a lot. Then he brought up that he wants to move back in with his mom so he can help her pay bills, comfort her, etc. Meanwhile I am tired of his mom always manipulating him and asking for money. I have expressed to Alex many times how he enables her behavior and she needs to learn to do things herself. I mean, he found her a new job, new apartment, and she does struggle with money. I have also paid her bills in the past as well, but a while ago I told him, I am not going to anymore. There was a point where I only had a job and was paying mine and his bills and he'd donate plasma and give most of that money to his mom. It was a little exhausting, but you do what you gotta do. After a while she was expecting for him to give her money and even accuse him of hiding money from her cause no one cares, and him being selfish. I told him after a while that he cannot be putting everything he makes towards her and needs to set boundaries. So he did. But now he wants to move in with her and I told him that if he does I do not want to continue the relationship since she is overbearing and I know our relationship will change drastically. He just assumed I'd stay living in the apartment we have now and kept asking why can't we just live separate. But I feel like his mom doesn't really have respect for our relationship and sometimes feel like she's in our relationship. I am just so tired of her. I'm kinda stuck on what to do. Should I continue the relationship? Break up? Am I being too harsh? He wants you to keep the apartment you both currently live in, and pay all the rent. And he'll probably spend almost every night there, but not contribute, because he's living with his mom, or clean, or pay for groceries. Get a roommate or move into a place that you can afford on your own. Your boyfriend will always be supporting his mom, which means his girlfriend will always be supporting his mom and you're fed up of it. Break up with his mom and move on. If you accede to his wishes, in my opinion it will spell the end of the relationship. Better you end it now than witness it be disassembled by mom's ever-increasing demands for his attention. Your decision should be based only on what will make you happy. There is someone out there that wants to be with you. Best wishes. You already see the writing on the wall. This relationship is over. He is progressing backwards and is way too codependent on his mother, and she on him. You've been living together since you were 18 and at 24 he wants to move back home. But for you to continue to live in the apartment by yourself so he can come and go, not pay bills and be there for his mother. Let him move out, but you both need to recognize that this is over. He just assumed I'd stay living in the apartment we have now and kept asking why can't we just live separate. After living together as a couple 6 years of your 10-year relationship? What an idiot. That's clearly a step backward for most people. You've made his choices clear, let him make the one you know he's gonna and let him go. He's wasted a decade of your young life already and you have plenty to offer someone without the baggage. This won't change. This is the dynamic created over the course of years. If you marry him, there will be 3 of you in the marriage and his mom's needs will be prioritized over you. Honestly, better to find out now than after you get married. Please move on. It will hurt, but you are truly dodging a bullet. I, 32F. Don't like to sleep over at my boyfriend's, 36M, home because he lives with his mom. My boyfriend has never lived outside of his mom's home. He's her only son. And she's unmarried and has been for the last 15 years. He covers most of the financial bills in the home and his mom relies on him for every little thing. He will turn down sleeping over with me because he has to take his mother to the store. He does, however, sleep over 1-2 nights per week at my home. I live on my own in a 2-bedroom apartment and I don't see this going anywhere. His mom and him also share the apartment with a third person because they can't cover the cost of rent by themselves. Every time I visit I feel like we don't have any privacy. We can't have intimacy, and if I ever want to leave at night, even though I'm driving home, She will make it a big deal because ladies shouldn't be out at night, and she would pressure me to sleep over, yet I still leave and drive home. She always cooks for my boyfriend, and they even do laundry together. She even cooks for him when he's hungover. My mom would never allow me come home hungover at that age, let alone cook a nice meal for me after the fact. I am over it, but he's a good and patient guy outside of that, and he's been a great support system in my life. Although his mom is a sweet woman, I can't help but feel smothered by her presence, so I don't even visit him anymore, and I feel bad about it. She even eats out of the same spoon she uses to serve food when I come over for dinner. I come over for dinner about once every 6 weeks. They think it's normal to share spoons and even bar soap. So gross. Is this worth it, or should I just end it? End it. You don't want to date his mother, and she's part of the package. Yikes. He's nearly 40 and lives with his mom. This is not good dating material. He's super enmeshed, and it's not going to change. Just end it. You'll end up in a weird triangle relationship with his mom, or he'll expect you to take over mothering him. OMG, are you dating my ex? It doesn't get better, peanut. Walk away. End it. He's married to his mom. 34M. Want to help my wife, 28F. See how beautiful she is. Hi there all. My wife and I have 4 amazing kids together, and there's no one in the world I find more attractive than her. Even other men are always staring at her as we walk through the mall or go grocery shopping. The issue, I think, is after our 3rd daughter she had PPA, postpartum anxiety, fully diagnosed and treated, but it was incredibly hard for her. She finally got back to her old self just before we found out we were pregnant again. At her request I'm getting the snip, 100% mutual. And I really want to help her find herself again. I've got a nail and hair appointment scheduled for her, spa day for Mother's Day, and just want to make sure I'm not doing too much or not enough. I welcome brutally honest advice. Edit. To everyone posting, for some reason your comments are disappearing, I don't know why. Edit 2. I have no idea why, but I can't read any of your comments, I'm so sorry. Maybe she can set up a photo shoot that does her hair and makeup too. Those have been great for boosting me after kids too. Also just comments, encouraging words unprompted can go a long way. The biggest thing is making sure she continues to do the work from PPA, PPD. Attending therapy sessions, etc. Also make sure you are treating her to nice things on a regular basis, not just on the holidays, life events. I think the things you are planning are lovely. Since she's an introvert, remember that time with others may drain her. I'd be careful about spa days and whatnot, they can wipe introverts out. I don't have much more to add to this other than that my husband makes sure on the daily that I know how gorgeous I am to him. I suggest this tactic to all men, as it's paid off for him in spades lol. Don't come for me, this is just a question that I do not know the answer to. Does improving her hairstyles, makeup, nails, clothes make her feel less attractive, or like she's not attractive unless she has all of those things? What about a, more private, resort vacation where you can romance her, swim with and embrace her on the beach at twilight? Take her clothes off. Love every part of her body, individually. Make her a rose petal bath and soap her body, etc. These types of things tell her she's beautiful without you ever saying a word.